Berry in 2023.
I'm so glad I didn't just take a drink.
I cleared all the cache out of my computer today, so I had to re-sign into everything. So I had to sign into my StreamYard again, so I could stream this to my show too. Hopefully, you get more subs that way.
Live from the studio audience.
Live from the people who brought you Fuck It Friday. It's Hungar's Gotta Get Your Live Stream. I'm nerds.
Awesome.
She ain't even gonna say hi to me. What the hell?
No, nobody likes you.
I'm
She's
running
dead
great.
inside.
I was grabbing a drink. I don't
She's just dead inside.
Shut up, Justin. Nobody likes you. You're lucky I even let you on my show.
Okay.
I'm just gonna start with Shadwo. It's gonna be the Hungar Shadwo.
No. You gotta read your Discord,
started, brother.
I know.
He's not Shadwo anymore.
Old school.
It's not Shadwo no more.
Hey, you
Shadwo
shut your lying mouth. You shut your lying mouth.
We call him Corn Pop now.
Yeah.
Because he was a bad dude.
What up, Corn Pop? Yeah, my hair is stressed. I literally just woke up.
Dude, my face is as red as your shirt.
Corn Pop.
Well, you need to go a couple of shades browner to become your.
What up, Omenau?
My eyes are watering. Hey, Omenau.
Corn Pop.
I like the idea of my zombies having like something like different, not the usual, like something that'll really like kind of like not as goofy as the Mars Attacks playing country western music, because that ought to make them super strong, but something like just totally like, you know what I mean, like not like a Star Trek.
Try that on a small planet.
Light thing or something, but something, whether it's a special weapon or an ingredient or a mineral or a sound or something that would just
Alka-Seltzer.
I can't wait to bite a zombie. I can't wait to bite a zombie to turn it back to a human.
Well, Shadow, a good one came up the other week.
If you survive, I'll give you $10, bro.
A good one came up the other week during the Space Vampire stream. I can't believe I'm using these words, but I'm going to own it. Where like religious faith or things that are maybe less common in a very technocratic, far advanced world, like might affect or disturb them, or at least fend them off temporarily.
Yes, and Corn Pops are one of the best cereals ever. One of the few cereals you can eat as a snack right out of the box. Oh my God.
I eat Corn Pops and Peanut Butter Crunch. Peanut Butter Captain Crunch. Those are the cereals that I eat. Every once in a while, I'd mow down on some Cinnamon Toast Crunch because, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. But
Shadow.
I buy the generic stuff. It's got Cinnamon Hood Crunch.
I love how you Americans. I love how you'll take a 3-course meal and like serialize it. But
they call it Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I get it is like this shit kind of cinnamony.
Shadow, when you start making T-shirts, you need to take a good, high-quality picture of yourself holding a box of Corn Pops and put it on the freaking T-shirt.
I'll do that.
I can't wait to put this on the T-shirt. You've all seen it. You'll see it again.
he looks like he's appalled at something I've just said, but he's about to sneeze at the same time.
You need to draw like little horns on that. you need to draw little horns on that, and then maybe like a funny mustache.
That was
and then take another photo of it, and then put that really on a T-shirt.
Yeah, the full on handlebar. Curly cute. Yeah.
I was thinking just two fingers under the nose.
What I'm doing with that is I'm printing out a bunch of copies of them. I'm going to take it to a copy store and print out a bunch of copies. And I'm going
to put them around the neighborhood. No explanation.
Yeah, have you seen me? I'm going to take them to the Walmarts and stuff and put them up on the freaking board.
That photo was the exact moment where Jackie was out of shot and he just had a little bit of white pepper and he was like,
you should write up have you seen this person? He's wanted for, and then make up some like ridiculous, absurd crime. Like
This man owes me 15 years of child support.
yeah,
Help
and
me find
then
him.
put a fake phone number at the bottom, one that you try calling that doesn't go anywhere, and then cut it so it's like a pull off tab, and then just put the roll around.
Not put the phone number to the CDC.
This is the park ranger who shot Harambe. Actually, no, we don't want anything too bad happening to Shadow. It's like cause some serious rage.
Hold on, guys.
Oh Jesus! Insert name. You gotta love my audience, man.
Yeah,
It's not like he's wrong. Bunny wrestling?
Yeah.
What the hell is bunny wrestling? I mean, unless it's in Vegas and
Hey, it's not a bad thing. It's a choice.
it is. Volcells unite.
Ball cells.
so
Voluntary celibate.
I was wondering what you guys were, if you had any insight on this. I was always wondering with zombies, at what point do they break down and just die?
When I bite them.
If you think about it, a lot of the traditional movies, like let's say winter rolls in. Are they going to just freeze solid and that's it? Or worse, you get a really hot summer and they just dehydrate and they try to move and they start crumbling or something like that. Have you guys ever thought of that?
No.
Well,
I've never thought
Walking
that
Dead.
much about zombies.
I
think about Rome. Where do I think about zombies?
Yeah,
Based.
yeah. Based.
Yeah.
Um,
So how long for a Roman zombie to decompose?
according to The Walking Dead, more than 15 years.
Yeah, according to The Walking Dead, those bastards never decompose.
Really?
No. They do. Just really, 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 really slowly. With a bunch more reallys in there.
Well, I'm just sick and tired of these motherfucking zombies on this motherfucking spaceship.
Yeah.
Got it, brother. You got it. I almost spelt it out like that, and I'm like, nah, I can't do that.
Well, I can say it. It's my channel. I don't give a shit.
It's not just your channel.
Yeah, but I've got it streaming to my channel, so I do what I want.
Oh, thank you, buddy. Thanks.
I consider that piracy myself.
I'm okay with that.
Arr, matey.
Yeah. You think Hungar cares? He's just gonna go get an eye patch.
Wander into the sea. Yeah, I always picture them kind of being afraid of the ocean, or large bodies of water. Whether it be because of the zombie plague is actually a form of rabies, which would be interesting and probably accurate. At some point in the future, we'll probably see something like that. It obviously depends on what animates them, but I'm just going with science. And with science, you would think that at some point, because magic zombies would live forever. At some point, you would think that not only that, but what about insects? There's a lot of insects that eat dead people. That's why they turn into skeletons.
Apparently, one good thing happens when zombies become a reality is all the flies and shit just die, which is a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
That would probably cause the collapse. That would probably cause the collapse of the ecosystem, though, with like all the insects and flies.
When they wander into the swamps full of gators and shit. I mean, I don't think you'd really have to worry that much about zombies in, say, Louisiana and Florida.
That's another good point. What about the things that the vultures and stuff like that? If they started eating them, would you get zombie vultures or zombie crocodiles?
That would be fucking terrifying. Thank you.
Yeah.
Or coyotes out here in the high desert. They start munching on a couple of zombies. They just do a hit and run attack, and
And then you got zombie coyotes. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Why not?
That's if it works that way, right? Not
You seen I Am Legend?
Mm-hmm.
I Am Legend, the really bad one.
So it's still a movie.
Yeah.
You mean the one with Will Smith?
Yeah.
He just did that movie to get away from his wife.
Yes.
No, he did
I said
that
it
movie.
before and I say it again. Jada Pinkett Smith was the only bullet Tupac ever dodged.
Wow.
Yeah.
Prove me wrong.
He's alive and he's driving a forklift in far north Queensland.
No, they found out who killed him, and they got snitched out Puff Daddy.
Wow, like I guess all of the 30-year-old Jewish guys with beards who love hip hop are going to be really excited.
Yeah, but you know what? We still don't know who's on Epstein's list.
Yeah.
We probably never will.
Well, it wasn't me. I like them old, so old that they're decaying.
Those blue-haired beauties and frosted delights.
That's right.
Yeah, I wonder about that.
He
Mac.
wants to move to the village.
I'm going to Miami, baby.
You go to the village in Florida. That's where all the old folks live. It's a retirement city, and they all have herpes.
I kind of think that the bugs and worms might not be
And
able
crabs.
to, differentiate between zombies and, buried corpses, and that they may very well do something like that and, make it worse. I mean, it really depends on how bad you want to make the overall scenario, because everybody knows a good zombie movie ends with everybody dead. Okay. But if you're talking about a game situation, unless it's a one shot, if it's a campaign, there's got to be, options for it to continue to a certain point. Yeah, and obviously, what that certain point would be when everybody's dead.
Well, that's why I opened up my scenario the way I did, where like if you survive the ship you're on, and you choose to keep playing in that world, you roll to see if one of your characters is infected, and then they spread it to the next place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because I could see it, doing the same thing they did with Alien, where the survivors get to civilization and they've been cleared through quarantine, and then they tell their story, and then of course they get recruited to go back to that planet, and instead of nuking it from orbit, they got to bring back a sample, or something stupid like that.
Well,
blasting the planet. Which,
wasn't that like the Umbrella Corporation from the Resident Evil games and movies?
Right. Mm-hmm.
They created the stupid virus, and when they realized what they had done, instead of trying to destroy it, we can turn this into a weapons program. Oh, or something stupid like that.
Okay, so if they don't die quickly, from natural causes like the environment or something like that, would you have them ever evolve like in I Am Legend, or I should say the Omega Man?
I'm going back to bed, guys.
Okay, party on, Hungar.
See you tomorrow,
Hungar.
hopefully. If not, Monday. Have a great weekend.
Sleepy.
Yep.
Yeah.
See you, Hungar.
Good
Take
to
care,
see
buddy.
everybody. If you're watching this on my channel, bounce on over to Shadwo, Corn Pop,
Yeah.
and give him a like and a subscribe.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah. And mail me some pizza pockets. Amazon will deliver.
So what do you think? Would it be possible, or would you have it to where they evolve, or maybe like 1 in 100 or something?
Yeah.
Leader?
If you were doing like a classic adventure, like Traveler or something with zombies, and you were encountering them, I would create a random chart and have 1 or 2 of the zombies get a perk.
I mean, if they're manipulated potentially, or are the result of some experiment, then surely there must be some that are stronger and smarter than the others.
Or even just older, and
you have your regular Justin-like zombies who are running around eating people's heads, and then you have a zombie that's more like me, wearing a bathrobe, smoking a pipe, being like, brains.
I much prefer fingernails. What should be the caviar of zombie food?
My ears appear to have fallen off.
Did anybody here ever read that comic book Dead World?
No.
Anybody even heard of it? It was a black and white, independent comic book. And one of the things I liked about it was there was like a zombie leader.
Not single, you ass monkey. This guy is obsessed with like.
Okay, Justin.
I do zombie cat girls.
Oh wait.
Oh,
We're working on it. We're working on it. The boys down at the lab are working on it. We haven't heard from them in a while.
I don't know if they're having a cat girl orgy or just got eaten.
They're having a great time, or they're having the worst day at work ever.
or they're not having any time at all. They're just,
they're well done. They're well digested in the litter box.
But in Dead World, they had a really cool sort of intelligent leader that was, leading them, I suppose. And it was very interesting. I like the idea of there being some sort of, if you're going to do it, long term, that maybe you could get them to be, even scarier, I guess, and somehow, a bigger and bigger threat instead of just the plagues, somehow spreads to a couple of different worlds to where you might have an entire area of space that's infected, but there's
in that last Romero film. Sorry, I'm always talking over people because I'm like 2 seconds behind you. Like I'm literally 40,000 million kilometers away. But in that last Romero movie, I saw there was like a gas station attendant or a caretaker or something.
Yeah, kind of became attendant.
Yeah, he became like their natural leader. Like he just seemed to have a little bit more self-awareness, and he was even sort of slightly aware of the humans and kind of regarded them, like in a way that was kind of more complex than just pure animus.
I like how that. Sorry, I like how that the climax of that was he picked up like a wrench or something, and used it. He became a tool user, right?
Yeah.
That's how they ended that movie.
What was this?
I don't know if it's Day of the Dead or Dawn of the Dead or Dog of the Dead.
Yeah, they all have very similar names.
One of those Romero movies. One of the last ones.
The last one in the series, which is kind of hard to tell because they remade the entire series, and that one was the intended conclusion that they never made originally. Where they set up like a city camp. They isolated a few blocks and build a wall, and they had guys going out in armored vehicles to get resources and stuff from the dead world, and some of the walkers or whatever they are calling them in that world, the zombies, were starting to gain back their intelligence.
Our world, we would call them people of death.
Yeah, people of death. The living challenged. Don't be a bigot.
Yeah, right.
Okay, it's her name. Yeah, that's a nerd's nerd, and yes, as Mac is attesting to here, she is a big time YouTube star.
She's gonna be
with millions and millions of subs and loyal fans and an entire army unto herself. Isn't that right?
Yes.
Last time I checked.
See, there you go. See that's why she has to use the anime avatar, because if we knew who it was,
Really? I thought it was the massive goiter on her neck.
We call it Frank.
Middle column A, middle column D.
I'm not buying that.
I show my goiter with pride.
God. Only James would bring that word back into fashion.
Water. Oh.
So,
freaking weirdos.
Hey, we resemble that remark. We wear it like a badge of honor. So, what about I know we kind of covered this, but I was thinking of like the mission. Would it just be just get away and be safe, or would there be something else that you try and throw in there? One of the things I really liked about Train to Busan is they had it kind of made in the shade, sort of, but then they had to go back, and the scene of them going back, that whole sequence was just so incredible. The balls it would take to do what they did with nothing, because mind you, there are no guns in this movie whatsoever. In Train to Busan, they do everything they do with just their bare hands and the just flying by the seat of their pants, improvise solutions to the various issues. Hey, what's up, Kevin? I'll throw the link in there, even though we're going to be shutting this off in about 30 minutes, but I haven't seen my old friend in forever.
You got to nip the problem in the bud, because if you don't try and at least contain the problem, it's going to come after you eventually anyway, right? Like,
yeah,
even in the vacuum of space, like those things have escape pods. They'll just stumble into them and like,
if they're non-decaying zombies, right?
Mm-hmm.
It might take 50 or 100 or 1,000 years. Maybe the ship's got like safety features beyond escape pods. That's, hey, no one's typed in a control lately. Automatically jump to home port.
Yeah.
Which would be like a sensible thing to do if you have jump technology.
Funny. You raise that, right? And I think, I've never thought of that, but like driverless cars do that already. Like,
and you would have a lot more of those kinds of systems on a 100 trillion
totally.
credit starship.
Totally. Crowbar Forge Master. I like that.
Yeah.
That's my friend Kevin.
Hey,
who
Kevin.
apparently doesn't have his camera working, but that's okay. I think he's doing that just because I said I haven't seen him in forever.
No, he's scarfing down.
What's up, Kevin? How you doing, man?
All right. I'm just trying to figure out what's up with my camera.
Yeah, your mic is crap, dude. We can barely hear you. I need to break out my old freaking funnel so I can hear you.
He's making.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm working on the camera right now.
You're working on a tumor right now? That's what I heard.
Tumor. It's a tumor.
Well, it's my laptop. I don't know why it's a problem. Okay, what's going on here? Trying to get it.
Hold on, let me see if I can futz with the controls here.
Hey, a nerd's nerd. What software do you use to make your 3D sculpts?
So I use a couple. Mostly what I do is just 3D Builder, which is built into Windows. You can do a lot with that as you play around with it. And then for more complex stuff, I use a tool called Mesh Mixer.
Mesh Mixer, okay.
Okay, well, I should have my camera.
Mesh Mixer is defunct. Sadly. You should do tutorials. Can you? Are you capable of filming or like screen capturing while using those programs?
I don't see why not. Yeah, I should be able to.
That would be interesting to watch if you're looking for content to make.
Yeah.
I want Nerd to teach me some brush control. Damn it.
Here we go.
I don't have brush control. I have lots of fixes, back and forth.
Yeah, just show me that, because like I'm slopping it all over the place. Hi, Kevin.
What's up, man?
All right, not much. Just kind of getting done eating dinner, so I just wanted to hang out and see what's going on.
Yeah, we're talking about space
zombies in
zombies.
space, man.
I know we have to do something.
Well, I'm going to be running an online game, D&D, AD&D, starting around the first of the year. Nautical high seas adventure.
Okay.
You're obviously welcome. I'm going to do a video
Any
or
Martian
two.
universe?
Yeah, a faraway little, water world.
With Kevin Costner.
Kind of, yeah. Starting out, first level characters, just straight, AD&D, first level to, whatever. I might run it twice a week, so I can, because there's a bunch of people who want to play, but at different times, and because it's a high seas adventure, people can stay on the boat or they can go investigate the new island that they discovered. And if they're not there, they're swabbing the deck.
Are we pirates or are we just adventurers?
Come again? Couldn't hear you, Kevin.
Lag, really bad lag.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. Your camera's kind of off as well.
Yeah.
Okay, pirates.
There. I'm sure there would be some piracy.
Well, I think we would be.
It could come to that. That's not going to be the beginning goal, but mutinies happen and things like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm not sure what's wrong with this computer, but it's new, but I don't know why it's lagging so much. Okay.
It's either your connection, your. Can you do a speed test?
I'm not sure I can.
But yeah, a nerd's nerd. I'm really wanting to do the 3D printing thing after the holidays and whatnot. After I've gotten rid of some junk off my pile of shame. You do resin printing, right?
Exclusively, yeah.
Because I have a snap maker from the first series from the Kickstarter. It's set up, but it's never been used. It's essentially brand new, even though it's like 5 or 7 years old now, and it's an FDM printer. And I'm hoping that I can actually get into the resin, but I'm kind of leery because everything I've ever come across resin is just not tough enough to pass the fall off the table test.
They tend to be very brittle. They do make tough resins that can be pretty solid. Usually you lose a tiny bit of detail. I mix them a little bit together and I'm very careful not to drop them because they probably won't survive.
Yeah.
There's also how you cure them. Like if you clean them and prime them like really quickly after printing them, like they maintain a little bit of, I don't know, almost like PVC
flexibility.
Flexibility, yeah. That was the motion I was simulating there.
Yeah, I just figured you were being weird.
I don't know if you saw this, Nerd's Nerd. You got a fan out there. I'd love to hear you narrate some audiobooks. What do you think?
I'm terrified of copyrights.
Yeah. You can get things in public domain, but it's a lot of work.
Since my sister actually does that as her day job. She's a narrator for audiobooks.
Okay.
Wow. Someone pegged your family pretty spot on, I'll say.
Any titles that she's worked on?
I feel like I'd be doxing myself, so no.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. There's some of us out there that have no problems, others that do, and I'm obviously at one end of the spectrum. Until the boy's 18, and off on his own kind of thing. And
We already know who you are, Cone Pop. Don't worry about it.
Whereas I tell everybody, come to Australia, stay at my house, fine. Don't bring your axes.
I've actually given my address out on stream before.
Yeah, I don't care.
No, you got your first job lined up, nerds. Nerd Mac says he'll hire you for the narrate. Oh crap! My battery's running low. I gotta go back upstairs. Sorry, folks. Wasn't even paying attention to that. I thought I had a full battery, but
okay. So zombies here. Okay, we're talking space zombies. Any kind of special abilities anyone would give that we haven't seen before?
I kind of like the like venomous or spitting, ability. That's always pretty nasty, or something like that. I've seen some zombies with the like the frog tongue and things like that. There we go.
The long.
Yeah.
That was in Resident Evil. No.
That makes sense. That sounds about right.
I don't know. I think I've seen that.
The ability to walk on their hands in a really creepy way, upside down. No, this is a cigarette. Ran out of that days ago.
He only thinks he ran
foul mood.
He only thinks he ran out of it days ago. It's just the time warp from being baked all the time.
It's necessary. I can't deal with you people like sober. Come down to your level, your North American level.
Oh,
You're already saying that because you're still high from that time you got stung by a snake spider. Snake spider from the water.
Venomous drop bear.
You see me lying in the rock pool go, yes, come on.
So anybody else got any like weird abilities they give their zombies?
I don't know. I was just trying to get the conversation back on topic. I didn't actually think that one through.
No, I like that because I play Zombicide and there's just a crap ton of zombies there. I mean, I say I play it. I bought it, but I haven't actually played it. I bought the Western version. No shock there. But I did. All I saw was just like like Max says, stronger, larger, faster. But
running fast.
Yeah, the fast ones are terrifying, because they tend to be faster than humans, and you can't outrun that kind of stuff. And as soon as you turn back, you're gonna.
Well, there's always
you gotta fight them. You can't run from them. That's the point of having that kind of thing. Or you get the super strong ones that you have to run from instead of fight.
At which point,
yeah,
some of the other ones will get you or something like that. It's a brutal.
Yeah, but see, because I'm used to them like shuffling along, so you can kind of like.
Yeah, that's the point. You're used to one thing, and then you get something from the left field there.
The only way I see him running is
Because they kind of on that point of unexpected, and I don't know if this is a special ability of the zombie, but rather the phenomena that created them. But I like the idea of it slowly being able to corrupt AI as well. So like the droids and the robots slowly turn into rage machines, the ship itself over time.
Yeah.
Okay, a nerd's nerd, you need to check out Mutant Chronicles because that is all part and parcel of the whole universe of Mutant Chronicles. The
I've got like
corruption.
9 things on my list from tonight. I gotta prioritize.
No. All of them at once. Mainline it.
It's just right in there.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, computers can have organic components as well. Like,
No
so
kidding. Archie and even what was that other movie?
What was the Saturn 9 or whatever?
Saturn 5.
3? Saturn 5.
Right.
Or that machine was built out of the.
Ooh,
Yeah.
And if you actually had cyborgs in your universe, in your universe, and then suddenly, you thought you killed the cyborgs, and then they get back up all gray or blue. Yeah, that would be...
that's how the zombies are in that universe. They're just like making people. They're the Borg. Right.
The navigators get infected and start crashing ships into black holes and stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh. Or maybe they're not crashing them. Maybe they're just taking them back to their homeworld.
Yeah.
exactly.
Taking them somewhere.
Yeah.
Like if you think of those psychic people that they had in like Minority Report in the tanks, like something like that, navigating your ship, and then it gets infected. I mean, that's probably the last thing you're gonna notice until you're like, we're off course. What's going on here?
Well, you navigate from Dune.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Weird shit.
The Zombitology, Xenu the zombie.
Xenu the zombie. Oh, I don't know. How would you so say you're doing a game, right? How would you baseline the stats compared to like just a bog standard human? Weaker, stronger?
What's up, Iron Man? I like the idea of having, at least like 4 different kinds, going, from the traditional slow walkers to, fast ones, big ones, and maybe, some sort of, smart ones, something like that, the leaders or something, at least, 1 in 100 kind of thing, that gives you, it's sort of like a glimpse into the future of, let's call it the zombie evolution, so that very very much like Omega Man, where they were all smart and they were the next evolution of mankind. It's nature had finally gotten to a point. It's like, okay, this isn't working, but this is going to be the next step, and humanity being forced to look at themselves no longer being at the top of the food chain and now an ingredient in somebody's soup.
You know what you could do if you have like create a very small increment in improvement, and if the party doesn't kill that one, next time they're dealing with 2 or 3 of those ones instead of just one. Like every time they fail to wipe out the upgrade, that's what they're facing in greater numbers instead of the old version, right?
Exactly.
As you cut a zombie in half, you now have 2 zombies.
Well, I was thinking like it survived to make more of its own upgrade kind, right? But yeah, basically. What is a zombie biting somebody? But
if you destroy the central nervous system, you kill it.
Yeah, well, that's
okay. Well, it's almost time to end the show. I wanted to ask you guys about something.
Yeah.
Have you guys heard about immortal cells?
No. That sounds like something from
No.
Nathan's show.
No, it's a real thing. It's something recently discovered or supposedly discovered that they're using to actually make like some of the fake meats to where they're
Oh, these are kind of like the cancer things, but they're not cancer.
right. You know,
Yeah.
to make the Impossible burgers or whatever. Chicken that grows, but it's only the drumstick. I wonder if you eat one of those burgers and
that's a thing. You can you yourself can do this. Take a fertile chicken egg and carefully cut open the shell and insert a needle into the sack because you don't and then cut the wing in the yolk, and then it will grow two where it should have only had one. So you could literally have a one chicken that has an entire like pound of chicken wings growing off of it. So
I ate an impossible Whopper out of curiosity, and
I feel sorry for you.
it tasted like a gauze bandage that had been sprayed with like meat flavored body spray.
Yeah, texture.
I was
man.
like, this isn't fooling anybody. Like, I was a vegetarian for years, right? Like, I would never have like deliberately eaten something like that.
Yeah, I remember. I actually had one of those. I think they were called Boca burgers back in the day, and I was like, "This is actually not bad." I mean, it was mostly mushrooms. I like mushrooms, so
Yeah, that's fine. Chickpeas are fine, but when you start growing like not cow or anti-cow or
part of a cow.
That's
yeah.
Beyond Beef isn't like it's a soy based wheat product or something like that, right? It's weird where
I've had some good burgers in my time.
Yeah, synthetic the synthetic like the continuously growing meat is actual meat. It's just engineered to grow
from the cell.
From the cell.
Yeah, it's lab grown instead of animal grown.
Yeah.
Mm.
Right. What
Yeah,
it's
hard
induced
pass.
to grow chemically. I don't know if they perfect it so you can have the thing in your freaking kitchen and you're just cutting off a square steak without a bone. Ah. But
Perfect Wagyu ribeye for everyone.
Yeah. An Italian dude taught me how to cook. And, I was kind of getting into the vegetarianism thing at the time. He's like, always cook Italian. Don't eat none of that fake meat shit. What the hell is that? If you want to eat vegetable, eat the vegetable. But don't eat none of that. It's unholy.
Yeah.
No, that was kind of my point is, I could see that being like, maybe a way to start your zombie virus, or your zombie plague.
Yes,
or
please.
I think that's been done in fiction before.
I'm not aware of it, but it would be funny to have the players find that out, like as part of the thing is to figure out what happened, and then for them to realize they've been eating this stuff for like years, and now
so what you're saying is the future zombie apocalypse starts at the University of Berkeley.
Wow.
Or McDonald's.
in their cafeteria, all those little
that happened in the 60s, bro.
It did, but Rush Limbaugh is actually secretly Jim Morrison, and that's my conspiracy theory for today.
Rush Limbaugh is secretly Jim
I'm not
Morrison.
joking. Just think about it.
I am thinking.
It's actually thinking.
Yeah, we are trying really hard. We just, it's all about the trying and the monkeypox.
The monkeypox. I'm just saying that dog can only get monkeypox in its anus so many ways.
That's right. That's exactly right, Dean Powell. Russia's Jim Morrison confirmed. Jim Morrison's dad was in the CIA, by the way. He was involved with MK Ultra.
Just like Shauner.
Shauner is a victim of MK Ultra. That's a different situation.
Okay. Well, he is my unsworn mortal enemy or something like that.
He'll get over it. We love you, Shauner. Come back. Come back for big manly hugs, you silly bastard.
Yeah, I know. Little guy and I have not stopped putting him in our prayers every night. I don't know about you guys, but he made me laugh more than 1,000,000 times. And then something happened, and
look, dude, we're nerds. We're like difficult, antisocial people. We just, we got to figure it out. We figure it out as we go along, right? Like, but
I keep hearing a device disconnect.
That's Shauner. He's in your connection.
Who's Shauner? It's Shauner, Shonner. He's a YouTuber. Been around for a long, long time. You want to go check out his channel. It's just like I spelled it. He does some interesting things, but then he goes on some wild, crazy rants every once in a while.
He's a very passionate man. He's a very passionate man. That's what you can say about him.
So I'm gonna call it a couple of minutes early before we just start getting awkward here. It was great having everybody here. Kevin,
awkward
even
for
Frozen,
her. I've still got my pants on.
Thank you.
You're wearing pants?
Not anymore.
I stood up, so you guys, I'm wearing pants. I don't know about Kevin.
There's a reason why I don't turn my camera on.
Knowing him, he's probably not even actually wearing that shirt. It was good seeing you, Kevin. You got to hit me up on Messenger so we can chat and see about getting your tech upgraded and getting you not so close to the camera.
I like his brick wall background. That's cool.
Yeah, it reminds me of
up in the table.
Reminds me of a couple of stand-up gigs I did. I'm still disappointed that we didn't get a full WWE between Shauner and Abe.
Yeah.
Okay, not really. Because Abe would kick the crap out of him. He's got that crazy wiry looking strength. I wouldn't mess with Abe.
I don't know. I think Abe would get distracted talking about the moon landing or something.
Yes,
you make these people sound so interesting.
They aren't.
Yeah,
we're all God's children. We're all God's children. Okay? Even me. We're all gonna come back to the fold one day. We'll all be in the same place one day, hopefully.
It'll be the world's most unimaginably large gaming table, playing every freaking game at the same freaking time, and everybody will be on the same page, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But only D6s.
If you like. I never cared about that stuff, so I just roll with it.
Right? I don't care either.
I honestly think that's why Shauner hates me. Because I don't care what fucking die you use.
I'd flip coins if that was what was required of the game.
Well, you are a bit of a troll.
You are right here at the very tail end. I'm glad you get to pop in. I know you'll end up watching the whole show later because that's what kind of cool guy you are. You made me forget what I was going to say. Other than thank you all for showing up tonight. This was fun. I actually got some really good ideas for the zombies that I'm going to be running in one of the games I'm going to be running pretty soon here. And it might not be the nautical game. So stay tuned, folks.
Well, let me know.
We had some great people in here today. DM James, thanks for showing up. Hungar, of course. Justin, a Nerd, James L. All of you guys, I hope you'll come back next week. because I'm going to try and continue this sort of Halloween sci-fi theme for the rest of the month if I can, find a way to either squeeze
Space
werewolves.
werewolves. I can get behind space werewolves. I don't know anything that's ever had space werewolves in them, but we can make up something to do with space werewolves.
Actually,
do they only use Earth's moon, or is it any moon?
I don't know. That's a good
any
question.
moon. I'm down with any moon.
Yeah, I can actually think of one werewolf. It was Werewolf by Night, who was, I think, J. Jonah Jameson's son, who was also an astronaut, and I believe came back from the moon or something with lycanthropy. But I'd have to do some research.
There are
But
werewolves on the moon.
I put the ass in astronaut.
What? Did you
that's an outro.
He is a class act, folks. I cannot wait till he starts his own channel, just so we can, go over there and dogpile on him. You too, Dean Paul, everybody else, have a great night. I got to run over to the Quantum show after I do a couple of things, that you don't want to know about. But
it's called pooping.
No, that's not what I was talking about. But use your own imagination. Again, thank you, everybody. This was a lot of fun. Hope you guys all have a great weekend. Make sure you go over and dogpile on a Nerds channel, and let's get her up to the 50 subs she needs so she can start doing live streams, because I expect to be one of the first people she invites.
Oh, you don't need that many. I do live streams, and I don't have that many people.
Oh, really? I thought that
used to be like a long time ago.
Oh, okay, cool. And you can always free stream also. Dave's a hell nice. All right, folks, I gotta go. Have a great weekend. We'll see you guys tomorrow on the Cigar DMs channel, where we're going to be doing a double feature of Death Race 2000 and Curse of Frankenstein, the great old Hammer film, to get us right into the month of October, even though it's halfway gone. So, nobody's perfect. But thanks, everybody. Okay. Have a great evening. We love you guys. And as always,
party on. Nah, it's party on.